I don't know about y'all. I need a fucking drink. Welcome to Drinking with Dory. It's me, Dory. What am I drinking on? So we're taping this on March 17th. That is the day. It happens to be both St. Patrick's Day and the start of Purim today. So this drink is originally called a Phase Fancy. It was developed by Muddling Memories, which is a company that I do some work for from time to time. But I took it, I modified it, I changed some things around, and now this is called Esther's Endorsement in honor of Purim. It's 2 ounces of Writer's Tears, which is an Irish whiskey, but also like the Tears of Esther, because like Haman wanted to kill all the Jews like that. 1 ounce of clementine syrup, because clementine and thyme together, I think would make like a really great hamantaschen. 5 dashes of toasted almond bitters, because we stay bitter to get better, but also we like to get toasted because we didn't die. Last but certainly not least, some gold dusted rosemary, because the goddamn celebration. Chag Sameach, L'chaim, and Aaron Gobra. All the above. What else do I fancy and also endorse? My guess. She is an amazing improviser with a heart of gold. It's Kelsey Bailey. Kelsey, come in.
Wow. Hello.
Hello. He is an amazing live host with a heart of gold. It's JW Crump. Get in here.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Last but certainly not least, she's an amazing comedian. For the second time on this show, it is Maggie Maxwell. Come.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Yes. You're all comedians. You all very much do similar things, so that felt like the most appropriate descriptor. Miss Maggie Maxwell, Second Timers Club.
Ooh.
What are you drinking on?
It's an honor, and I am drinking on a margarita. Now, it is Trader Joe's margarita mix for the fancy lady. And instead of triple sec and tequila, it's straight gin.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is it still a margarita if it doesn't have tequila in it?
Perhaps not. Maybe this is a Maggie Rita, a Ginny Weasley. I don't know what it is. It is probably offensive to people who actually know how to make a margarita.
Hey, JW, what you drinking on?
I have a cocktail whose main ingredient is Diet Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew, because I'm smart. It's a full lime. It is frozen maraschino cherries, melon liqueur, pineapple juice, and triple sec.
You really do display your love for Mountain Dew almost everywhere on the internet, including your LinkedIn page. Has that ever directly resulted in any sort of professional opportunities for you?
No, but a lot of personal ones. I have this theory that everyone should just give all of their friends and colleagues one basic fact about themselves, and then everyone knows what to gift you. All of my friends know if they see a Mountain Dew thing, they can buy it for me. And that's why I have 3 pairs of Mountain Dew socks.
Leading up to the I was going to say the late great, you're still with us, the currently great Kelsey Bailey.
We'll see.
Not dead, kicking it. Not the bucket. Kelsey, what are you drinking on?
Well, I'm having just a little red wine. I live in Brooklyn, so it's got to be a little mason jar. Portuguese red wine that I'm having tonight in honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, JW.
Hey.
Kelsey, you did JW's show, Gas Station Horror, back in the day.
Back in the day.
In your experience, what has been the most horrifying scene you've ever witnessed at a bar?
I lived in DC for 2 years.
That's horrifying in itself.
Yeah, and even worse, this was the theater bar. And there was someone who just walked in the door one night and just started slowly picking up and putting everyone's bags on their shoulder. And no one, because of the confidence, no one did anything until I finally said, hey, those aren't your bags. And then they just walked out with them. And it just taught me at like 24 that if you walk in with confidence, you can just take. You can just take.
That's a waking nightmare. That is real life terror.
As someone who sleepwalks, that's my biggest thing is just
you're a
like,
sleepwalker.
I'm the worst. I've peed in so many fridges.
Pin in the piss note for a second. Pin in the piss. Okay, hashtag pin in the piss. I'm going to take it over to Kelsey really quick. Kelsey, I know it's probably like 1,000 years old, but your UCB bio proudly states that you are almost always dehydrated. I recently invested in this friend. This is my friend, the Energy Bud. How have you made efforts to be less dehydrated?
I have not made many. Still pretty dehydrated all the time. Having something like what you have would set a good goal for myself. If I woke up, filled that baby up. But does it get warm is my question for you. Or do you like drinking tepid water at any point? Because then I would have to.
I'll tell you this. I also typically put in like lemon slices or just straight up lemon juice. So even when it gets to be room temp, it's still tasty.
It's still nice. Yeah, you do a spa water. That's a good tip. I feel like I should invest in one.
So one person who I know this is not an issue for is one Miss Maggie Maxwell, who last time we came on the show, we learned just how hydrated you are.
I would feel confident drinking my own piss, serving it to others if they needed it.
Serving it to others.
Would you drink Maggie's piss knowing that it's
Oh, we're
clear
drinking
piss?
Maggie's piss now? We don't have the option of our own piss?
It's just
Yes.
because your piss is not nearly as hydrated.
She's got a trusting face, so I kind of believe she drinks enough water.
Thanks, Tony.
So I guess I'd drink her pee. Yeah.
I'm realizing like I had a dream I didn't know I had, and it could be like realized in this moment.
Bottle it, let it age in a cellar somewhere and just call it piss wine. Have you thought any more about my suggestion to bottle and age your urine and then call it Maggie's piss wine?
I have not made any headway on Maggie's piss wine, though I am currently unemployed and I don't know why I'm not redirecting all of my efforts to start this new small business. I assume it's going to be a small business for now and see.
Well, because it's your own bladder that you're relying on.
It's true. Like how much could I possibly produce, which I think should help the business because
it's going to be like a Supreme drop. You know what I mean? And there's going to be line around the block. Hey, JW, you currently host a show at the Pit called Faker's Dozen. What's that about?
I got tired of working on other people's game show ideas, and so I wanted to start doing my own. And so these shows are really test audience things that we're filming. And as any of us in New York know, the easiest way to get free space is to call it a comedy show.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this like a con? Are you like running a con at the Pit right now?
In as much that the Pit and UCB are both cons already.
Yo, my editor is about to put all the air horns. I wanted to ask you about Faker's Dozen, since it's all about like lying and catching a lie. What do you think is like the biggest liar myth about drinking that you're aware of?
I think that the whole don't mix your alcohols throughout the night and it'll make you sick. I don't think that's true. I think that is something that like Big Beer told us so that we would keep drinking beer. And I think people who are like, don't go back and forth, I think that's anti-bi culture. And I think that, and I as a self-proclaimed chaotic bi, I think that's silly.
Kelsey, speaking of, going out and getting weird, you're out and proud, but when it comes to being out on the town, lesbians seem to be struggling, and therefore the lesbian bar industry is in decline. And you also credit improv for helping you to come out of the closet, which is fabulous. But now I will weaponize that. Can you please make an improv PSA to get more lesbos out to bars?
Hey lesbians, do you want to meet someone and make out in the bathroom and then end up dating them for 6 years? It happened to me and my girlfriend. We made out in a gay bar called Pieces in the West Village. So go to queer establishments and you could hook up in the bathroom consensually and then be in a relationship for 6 years. The more you know. I hope that changes someone's life.
Like, give her the Emmy. Is there some sort of award for public service announcements?
Is that what a Peabody is?
Is that what a Peabody is?
Yeah, maybe for public servants, maybe. Yeah, for people who do good in the world.
Okay, so JW is officially awarding you a Peabody for excellence in lesbian public service. Miss Maggie Maxwell, we thought we were going to get out of here with me not asking you a would you rather question, but you were wrong. Would you rather drink only wine or only beer for an entire year?
Let's think about this.
No, do it. Don't fake it. Do it for the show. Yes!
I am not a wine gal. It gives me headaches like most of the time, I feel like. I like feeling hungover from beer better. And so I would say beer for a whole year.
You've also, with that answer, just made two fresh enemies in Kelsey and JW, but I don't want to speak for y'all. What do y'all have to say? Beer, wine for a whole year? JW?
I would absolutely go wine every single time, but it's for almost the opposite reason. I always get headaches from beer. Half a beer will give me a headache. I don't know what it is. I'm probably allergic to it.
I'm going all in on wine. It was my drink of choice tonight. I got a wine t-shirt on.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh my goodness gracious.
I am a wine girl. Not a wine snob though. I can drink more wine than I can beer.
Hey party people, what are we cheersing to / plugging? Let's start with JW.
Ooh, I'm directing my first play, and that is coming out very soon. It's experimental theater, which I like to say means it could be awful.
Well, to me, when I hear experimental theater, I think titties or ass or crotchal genitals, no censor bar.
Oh, then you're definitely going to think mine's awful because it doesn't have any of those.
Hey, Maggie, what are we cheersing to / plugging?
We are cheersing to / plugging Would You Rather with Andre and Maggie. It is a monthly live as well as digital show. We're still doing them digitally. We love it. We love to do it all the ways. And you can follow that show at WYR Comedy.
Kelsey, my new friend, what are we cheersing to / plugging?
Oh my gosh, I have nothing to plug. So I will plug the who I work for. I work for the television network Showtime. So my plug is going to be for everyone to sign up for the premium cable network Showtime.
You are such a slave to your corporate overlord.
I love capitalism and I love mega companies.
What are we cheersing to / plugging?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right. What, Maggie?
Dory, you know what? I was just going to note that I feel like this episode of Drankin with Dory is brought to you by Mountain Dew, Showtime, and Maggie's Fizz Wine.
Thank you, sponsors.
I am cheersing to the shared past and unity of corned beef and cabbage between the Irish and the Jewish peoples. I learned today that they are the same. They share this delicious and sometimes smelly pastime. What else are we choosing to? Please fucking follow the YouTube. Please fucking follow the Instagram at Drankin with Dory. More than anything, she's on the Cash App. Make it a Purim miracle. Would you please just think about all the times that people wanted to kill Jews up until probably like 5 minutes ago. It's happening constantly. So, hey, how about you give some money my way to keep me from not killing myself? And also, I'll put it towards charities. You don't know that. Maybe. This has been Drankin with Dory. And I'm Dory.